Okay, so it's been a while since I looked at some ERTL Thomas & Friends gear on my channel, and recently I purchased a new one for my collection. It's in the package here. So we'll go ahead and open this up, get it out, and take a look at it. So this ERTL is one that I've been trying to get my hands on for a couple years actually, because it's, I wouldn't use the word rare. I'd say it's one of the less common ERTLs out there. And like I said, really been difficult to find, been trying to get it for a while. And if you guys got good eyes, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about with this model. But we'll go ahead and take a closer look at it here. Alright, so as I'm sure you all can see, this is the ERTL Lord Harry, although this is actually the special edition or limited edition metallic version, as you can see by the paint. And this was a 1999 release, if I'm correct. In 1999, ERTL released four metallic characters, Lord Harry being one of them. And apparently these were only available in the UK, which I guess is part of what's made it so difficult to try to get my hands on these 1999 metallics, and Lord Harry's the first one I've got. But you can see there's really not much difference to this compared to the normal Lord Harry, which I'll show here in a little bit. But I really do like the metallic paint on this. And unfortunately, you can see this model has had a bit of play. There's some paint chipping here and there. I do have plans to go in and carefully touch that up, although, you know, the black and the red I can work with. Unfortunately, I don't think there's much I can do with the metallic, but I mean, overall, the model's all here. Nothing's broken off, nothing's missing. And overall, I don't think it looks too bad. But I'll go ahead and get the normal Lord Harry to do a comparison. So here's the model side by side. You got the original one on the left and the metallic version on the right. And as I mentioned before, there's really not much of a difference between these two other than the choice of paint. You can see how the metallic one stands out more. It's a lot more flashy. But, I mean, I think that was the point with the metallic characters, was ERTL wanted something that was more special. And something I do notice here, though, is that the metallic one definitely could use a clean. It's pretty dusty. Whereas the one on the left, which is the normal one for my collection, it's pristine. You know, it hasn't been played with, and pretty much just spends its life as a display piece, occasionally drag it out for a video. But yeah, I'm really liking the metallic one, especially when compared to just the normal one. As another comparison, I went ahead and got out the other metallic characters that I have, and you can see here I got Thomas, Henry, James, Percy, Rheneas, and Duncan, and also Lord Harry's back there on the turntable. And I didn't get out the Gold Anniversary Thomas or the Silver Millennium Thomas, mainly just because I want to focus on these ones. But these are all 1998 releases by ERTL, and to my knowledge, Henry and James were only available in a 3-pack. You got them with Thomas, and then Thomas, Percy, Rheneas, and Duncan, I know those were available separately, and they were also available in a 4-pack. So here's another look at Lord Harry, and like I said before, I really do like the metallic paint on this model. It really makes it stand out. But one thing that does bother me, though, is I kind of don't understand why ERTL did a metallic of Lord Harry of all characters, just because I feel like there's other characters that would have been more suited for this. For example, I think maybe if they were going to do a metallic of a mountain engine, they should have chose Coldy, but at the same time, I'm sure there's others probably thinking, well, Godred would have been a better choice. But I don't know, if I was going to swap out Lord Harry for another metallic character, I'd say Peter Sam would have been a good choice, just because they have other metallic narrow gauge characters in the range. But I mean, I'm in no way saying Lord Harry was a bad choice to get a metallic model. I'm just saying there's other characters that would have been better choices. But some may be wondering how much I paid for this model, and I'll be honest with you guys, I paid $22 for this delivered to my door, which some of you are probably looking at this like, wow, you overpaid. But as I mentioned before, though, this is not a common model to find. None of the metallics really show up that often, although I think the 1998 ones are more common. But it was one of those deals. I wanted to get my hands on one of these models, and I really didn't want to pay the price of one that was mint in the box, because they command close to $100, if not more. So, you know, I pretty much sacrificed condition just for the sake of having the model in my collection and not having to spend a lot of money. Which, I mean, I don't think this is bad as it sits. I mean, the model hasn't been hammered, it's just been lightly played with, in my opinion. So at the end of the day, you know, I got this model for my collection and I didn't have to pay through the nose to get it. So that's going to wrap up my unboxing of the ERTL Metallic Lord Harry. And as I said before, I'm really happy to finally get my hands on this model after trying to get one for, what, 3 years now. And this just brings me one character closer to finally having the entire range that ERTL did. And, I mean, hoping that in the future I can get my hands on the other 1999 metallics and get the whole collection. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Feel free to let me know your thoughts on this model in the comments below. Also feel free to like and subscribe, and also check out my other pages. There will be links down in the video description. And until next time, take care everyone.